Hey everybody, welcome back to the Voice Hacks channel. Today we have awesome guests on with us, Vegas singers. I don't know if we want to call ourselves that right now, but we're all the singers that live in Las Vegas. And we have Brendan Shane right here from the Nocturnal Affair. And we have Lisa Foyles over here, who some of you guys also know from her acting endeavors from the show All That, as well as many other productions that you've seen her in. Her podcast, Temperamental, where she talks a lot about those things, and also singing in Vegas with Von Bolt and several other bands and artists. And so we're going to have fun talking today. How are you guys doing?
Amazing. No, you're right. I totally peaked when I was 14. Like it's been downhill ever since.
Unfortunately, I also peaked when I was 14. Just nobody had it on camera. So, oh well.
No, thank you so much for having us. I was really excited when you extended the invite. Unfortunately, you also invited Brendan. But
I'm
you know,
just here
it's
for the
fine.
free
It's
soda
fine.
and
It's
water
fine.
And bubblies. Today we're going to talk about the Yarlers, which is a whole era of music that many of us lived through. I think I'm the eldest person in this room, so I definitely lived through it. And
How old are you?
I'm 43.
What?
Girl,
Yes.
you look so good.
Yes.
You stop. You
I
are
used to
not.
not. I am. I used to not tell people how old I was, like on stuff, because I just didn't want to. I guess I just wanted to seem younger. But then I would do videos like this about Yarlers and stuff, and I would get a lot of, and also like my vocal videos. People don't believe I've taught as many people as I have.
They're like, who's this child that talks about these
Yeah, and
things?
they're like, we can't. Like, people would assume that I was like not as experienced or as
Right.
knowledgeable or whatever. It's just like working against me, actually.
No, you got to own it.
So now I'm just
for you.
like, I'm 43. So the Yarlers were my time, but I think you guys were around for many different eras of Yarl as well. And
Oh, yeah.
so we're gonna discuss that. Do you have favorite Yarler that you like?
The first singer of Fuel, probably.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Fuel and Cold are kind of I view them more as like Yarl-Adjacent though. You know, like not as primary Yarl.
Yeah.
I don't know that hemorrhage fucking blee blah blee down there my, and I mean that in the fucking most loving way. Can I swear on this podcast?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean that in the most fucking loving way. In fact, my now previous drummer just left the band to go be in a band with him. And
oh wow, that's cool.
yeah, I'm really, really happy for him, and I'm also really jealous because I'm like, I want to be in a band with him. I loved that record.
You got enough going on, dog. Chill.
I know.
Chill.
But it'd be fun.
You got your own freaking kick-ass band.
I do.
I mean, that's what people say. I don't say
What?
that, but other people have said that about your band, that
Nah,
it's
man,
awesome.
I show up to those shows for the free drinks.
I would never compliment you to your face.
I would
ever.
never compliment me to my face either.
You guys are savage. It's crazy how you know the world overlaps like that, and that's also why I'm really hesitant in the music industry. Like why I'm not going to criticize very many singers on my channel. I just won't talk about them if it's something awful.
Oh,
Like
that's tough.
at least in the same industry, because we know these people. Like some of them
Right.
live in Vegas.
Yes.
Many of them we might share bandmates with. Some people I've actually, from bands I've reacted to, I've actually had in lessons later, and I'm glad that you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just like it can't be a hate fest.
Is that why we're really here? You really want to tell us something? Like, is
No,
there something
fuck
wong with our singing?
Oh, I'm
you
sure
guys-
we're both doing a lot of things wrong.
Yeah,
like,
is
for
this
sure.
This is where she's like, look, guys.
What?
There's been so many times when I'm like, my old opera teacher is just like spinning in her grave right now. Like, it's okay. She was really old. Like, she was old when I knew her.
So
yeah.
you studied classical training then?
Yes, so I trained as an opera singer when I was a kid. Started with, kind of classical, like Broadway stuff, kind of moved into the opera scene, I guess, singing lots of songs in Italian. Had no idea what I was saying. Just like memorizing the words, no idea what I'm doing. But I don't know, it was fine. I wasn't like big. I didn't really like it. I didn't want to pursue a career in opera singing. I don't know. But it sure gave me a good foundation for moving forward. And, you know, the singing I'm doing now, I can, because Pat Benatar, didn't she start as opera or something?
Yeah,
Is that
she
good?
definitely had classical training too.
Yeah.
That's me too, and so I went to college for music, and I had to study opera because there was no other choice. This is the type of music you will study, and there's no like metal option or anything like that. Even though I was doing like harsh vocals concurrently with that, and like totally gothed out in the whole deal. But anyway,
I feel like the only opera option in metal is like Cradle of Filth. So
no, you know like Nightwish.
Nightwish. No, I
and
know. I was
Epica.
being facetious. I was being facetious.
You
Nice.
know?
I had a little bit of classical training myself. I had a middle school choir director that taught us all very, very strictly music theory and just classical theory. And that kind of bled over into high school. I had a choir director my freshman year who was like super awesome. That was about it.
Yeah, but that makes a difference. Like you guys are both excellent singers. And I'm always telling people like, it's not magic. Like even people who are like, oh, I really haven't had much, like it's not usually magic. There's usually something you were doing. You were doing at least something to practice or something.
Man, I so wish I would have called you because I had this crazy recording experience with Fat Mike recently where my classical training was working against me because it was punk. And so I'm very used to like, projecting and the vibrato and like singing for my diaphragm, making it pretty. And he wanted me to do a couple lines on one of his new songs for the band Co-Defendants, a band that he produces. And I was in this recording session with him and he was just like, stop making it pretty. He's like, no vibrato. He's like, no vibrato. He's like, you're too trained. Like, this is a problem. I want you to cut all the vibrato, which was hard to like hold a lot of these notes.
So
it's really hard.
And not do vibrato.
Dude.
It was crazy. And then he wanted me to add just enough of the harsh onto it, but I wasn't really used to it at that time. So it's just like, just in the moment, very intimidating. Working with Fat Mike right next to me. And he's like, do it again, do it again, do it again. No vibrato, do it again, make it ugly, do it again. I'm just like, I was like all up in my own head.
Oh yeah, it's so intimidating. Being with the producers, like it's just like they're hitting the space bar.
Yeah, and also it was kind of this.
You know what I mean?
Starting. I'm just gonna put it on a loop. When Logan Mader tells me I'm just gonna put it on a loop, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking. Okay, I'm not even gonna. He's like, you just keep doing it until I stop, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Like screw you. We're not even hitting the space bar.
Yeah. I mean, I so wish I would have like been able to escape and just call you for 5 minutes. I'm like, help me, what do I do? Because like on top of that, it was supposed to be the line was supposed to be almost whispered as like a cry for help, and just like I had to have that emotion come through too, like almost on the verge of tears while also trying to do these vocals. It turned out awesome, like the way they produced it. Like I did it. I did the thing. I got through it. But it was one of the hardest recording sessions ever where, like I said, my classical training was working against me. If I would have just had, done the Brendan thing and like smoked a couple cigars and had some bourbon. And
very similar situation happened with me during the pandemic. While everything was shut down, Fear Factory was looking for a new singer. And so I get a call from Logan, Logan Mader's generally my engineer when I work on music.
Another person living in Vegas.
Yeah, he actually just moved. Yeah, so he calls me and he goes, hey, Dino just hit me up. They need a singer for Fear Factory. And I said, okay, I'll look around. And he's like, no, idiot. Like, come in and record a couple songs, audition. And I went, oh, okay. I just thought he was looking for, hey, man, if you know anybody.
Oh, you're so humble. Like, picture of humility.
No, it was just more stupid. I was like,
I'll
see if I know anyone. Yeah, and he's like, what the fuck, dude? Come out. Can you get to the studio? And I was like, oh, yeah. What song am I doing? So I do these, and if you want to hear the tracks later, I'll show them to you. And,
that would be sweet.
So we sent him to Dino, and Dino goes, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, he's a choir boy. Like he's good, great voice, but that's not like Bert. Sorry. It was just,
that's
and I later met their drummer on a Jericho cruise, and I'm like hanging out with Jericho and everybody afterwards, and I run into him, and I'm like, why do you look familiar? He goes, oh, I also play drums for Fear Factory. I said,
oh my God.
I auditioned for you guys during the pandemic. He goes, oh yeah, that's why the Nocturnal affair. You're the choir boy. And I was like, no. But I took it as a compliment because we're trained to, that's what was embedded into our skulls. You sing like this, your breath support is like this. Don't make an R sound, it's ah. You know what I mean? You don't say eh, it's ah always. Like
It's very difficult, and coming from that world, I had to kind of undo a lot of that, and then I'll teach people to undo some of that, and it is weird. I always remind everybody, like when you really listen to the modern singers, and we'll notice it today in the Yarlers, as great of singers as a lot of them are, suspend the vibrato. We try not to engage it until you want to go from way more delayed onset, and I'm way guilty of this too because of the opera thing. And then some of the first bands I was in were more power metal, where they do want that classical vibrato still. Vibrato on like every note, like Bruce Dickinson, run to the, they want that. And I was like listening to Iron Maiden, and that goes very good somewhat with the classical, But most of the singers, like bands we were talking about before, like Fuel, or any of the bands we'll listen to today, we have to sing it more like, in my hands, straight tone. And we just kind of have to forget about the vibrato. Even people we think have a lot of vibrato, like Lane Staley, if you actually close your eyes and pay attention, he really is not using it very much. It's like we're way delayed onset. But as you mentioned, and you experienced in studio, it's a lot harder to do that. You need a lot more air support to do that. Yeah. And if you've been managing your breath support with having vibrato, your whole life, it's really hard to undo that.
That's exactly what I
Well,
had to discover right in front of Fat Mike.
But that's good though. I think that's great. I love that. By the way, can we listen to that song? Is it out?
It's not out yet, but I performed it for the first. So that band actually performed it for the very first time at the Punk Rock Museum a couple days ago, and I happened to be there. Very funny.
Cool.
It's a packed house. It's a punk rock museum. Everybody's there in their leather and their punk and their the piercings and all the things. I had just come from Oktoberfest, so I was in my dirndl. And
amazing.
And my husband was in his lederhosen.
Wait.
So we just walk up and we're like,
Wait, that was that same night?
Yeah, you left too soon.
You didn't tell me that was happening.
I didn't know either. I wouldn't have dressed like that if I knew they were going to pull me up in front of everybody. I do have a video of it though, but I don't know. The song's not out yet. So, but they did perform it. So I don't know. It's a gray area, right?
It's a gray area. You're like, I don't know if I can show.
So they pull me up and in my little dress, they hand me the mic and I sing my part and then I get back and grab it.
We're like,
so funny. I love that the debut of the song, the first time ever performed it, and I finally get to perform it on stage. I'm like, stupid Oktoberfest.
You're holding a boot?
Yeah, I have my Das Boot.
That's so hysterical.
It was awesome.
Were you guys just dressed up because you were attending or were you doing some kind of performing?
No,
there?
I gigged 4 days in a row at Craft House for their House Fest. It's their Oktoberfest.
Oh, cool.
Little 3-piece bar gig just at the
so
little
cool.
breweries. Just mostly there just to create an atmosphere. Like my big thing with singing is I love crowd work. I love making the audience my friend. I like going out into the crowd, cheersing them, sitting down with them, having a conversation mid-song, and the whole Spider-Man thing. Like, oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go sing now. Run back on stage.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing. So, Craft House likes to hire me for all their fun events, just to get people drinking and dancing and having fun. So that's what I did for 4 days. I just happened to be dressed like that when we went to the punk rock.
Did you? Hey everybody, let me take a quick minute to share with you the home of my new courses at courses.voicehacks.net. You're looking at here the outline of the very in-depth fry screaming course that I have created after years of people asking for it. I finally made my best course ever. You can get it on courses.voicehacks.net and you can really start doing extreme vocals soon. I have a course as well on false chord screaming. So right now you could bundle them together. We've got payment plans and it's not an annoying subscription. Once you're in forever. You can keep revisiting the videos as much as you like. Don't wait. Start learning to scream today at courses.voicehacks.net. Did you do any German songs? Or
I did 99 Red Balloons.
99
Yeah.
That's so cool. I want to take a look at Brendan singing. You guys did a really interesting cover, which really surprised me, of What Is Love. Baby, don't hurt
We did.
me. How did that come about?
That was actually an idea from a previous band member of ours, who we all laughed at. He was like,
"Yeah,
I've got this idea for What Is Love," and we were like, "No." And he was like, "No, check it out."
Is that when you fired him?
That was exactly when.
Is that moment?
Was it.
Hey, let's do What Is Love. Get out.
It's no. It's he's doing really cool stuff now. But we had to play a cruise line, and it was the Jericho Cruise again. We've done it like 18 times. There's only been like so 5 or 6 of them, but I feel like we've done it 18 times.
That is dope.
No, but I love it. It's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
It's like if you've ever been to a convention, it's like a convention on the water with like nonstop alcohol, and everybody's in the same stuff as you, and it's just like you become family. And
no way, dog. I saw Poop Cruise. I ain't getting on that boat.
You saw Poop Cruise?
You didn't
the
see Poop
documentary.
Cruise?
You didn't see the documentary.
You will not get back on that boat if you watch Poop Cruise. It's poop on the boat, man.
What?
It's called Poop Cruise. It's poop
Yeah,
on the boat.
I mean, we all carry poop
Netflix.
everywhere we go naturally. So
Don't be gross about it.
You can't escape your
I'm
own
the one
poop.
talking about poop.
That's it.
Well,
You
the
always
problem-
talk about poop.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the problem was on the Poop Cruise.
Ain't
that-
getting
I
on
thought
that
you
boat.
said I thought you said Pope Cruise, and I was like, this is gonna get religious, isn't it?
That's a different documentary.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole different one.
I could just
the
see
whole it has
the
a glass
Pope in, like,
box. No, it has a glass box over the boat.
he's
This
like
is in fact the
he's
Pope
like
Cruise.
in full. He's got like a bunch of beach clothes on, and he's like tanning, but the box is still over him.
The box is
Like,
still
this is
over.
what he's,
Mobile
like,
Cruise.
It's a greenhouse situation. Good for you and your boat. Good
Yeah,
for you.
so-
Good
the
for
boat.
you and your boat. Yeah, we're so
and your
proud of
boat.
you and your little
Your boat
rowboat.
over here.
Great, you were in the
Your
water.
boat over
You
here.
little thug
Did
boat.
you experience some waves? Good for you. What were we talking about?
We were talking
I don't
about what is
What
love.
is
So
love?
how did that
Yeah.
come
So
up?
yeah,
on the
so
Jericho
previous
cruise?
band member was like, "Yo, this is like the perfect drunk people song.
Oh yeah.
Like, let's do it." And we put it together. We made a little rock version of it, and it was mostly like his version, which was really good. And we played it on the cruise, and our management, our whole team was there and heard it. And then it was no longer our choice. They were like, "This is our song now."
You must do this.
And they threw
Don't
us.
do it in front of the manager.
They threw, well, but here's the thing. It's because we played it, and it was like you. It was like we put a spell on the people in front of us.
Yeah.
Everybody got crazy. Everybody knows the song.
Dude,
Yeah,
So
the
they're
power
like
of
drinking,
yeah.
they're getting, and like everybody was at least 20% more wasted by the time we were done with our set after that song.
20, this song will get you 20%.
Like, no, like people were getting
more
excited.
wasted.
They're going to the bar, they're wanting to party.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
No,
drinking
that's
more,
great,
They're bringing
yeah.
me shots on stage, and I'm like, what is happening? You know, and so we were supposed to play two different sets. We played What Is Love Again in like the atrium the next night, and people were like, "Yeah!"
Dude, the power of
sick.
throwing in a well-known cover
Oh my
when you're an
God.
original band, the
Yeah.
power in that. Like they then
Yeah.
start listening to your original stuff more because
Exactly.
you played
Way
a song
more.
I
And
know.
it's the beauty of it is now you've got maybe, you know, because we played it before, we played the cruise before, so there were a good amount of people singing our songs. But then we had the entire atrium of the ship singing with
Yeah,
us by the
now-
end of the night.
Now
Yeah.
you got their attention.
And now we're
Yep.
friends.
Yep.
And now we're all friends because we shared this experience. So the song fell out of our hands, and our the band member never let us hear the end of it. He's like, "I told you," and I was like, "You're totally right." Now we've fallen
Yes.
in love with the song. I remember our bass player, who's now our lead guitar player, when he first heard the song, he like, because we had to play a cover. And he just like would passive aggressively just like start playing The Pot by Tool. Like, we should be doing this instead. Guys, check out how cool it is. He's like, "What are we doing? What is love for, man? We're not a yacht rock band like this, and that." But it's going really well.
But you are on a boat, though,
Yeah.
to
I
be
mean,
fair.
to be fair, yacht metal.
we generally play darker rock. You know what I mean? We're playing
Yeah.
darker
Yeah, yeah.
songs. So then suddenly, what is love? But it's like now it's the kind of the perfect.
Okay.
You know.
Let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Okay. Yeah, we need to play it first of all.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Got ready.
Oh, we're getting
This
getting
video was
stoked.
so fun though.
Love this video.
It was so fun to shoot.
Now,
We're doing it.
we're doing it. We're doing it.
Oh, we're doing it. Wait, which way are you going?
I don't know. Maybe this way.
I'm like, which way am I supposed to go? Yes. But see, I love what you guys did to it. Like, this has an actual riff. It's tuned down. Like,
Yeah, so when we brought it to the studio, our manager Mark and our producer, you know, John Moyer and Logan Mater, they kind of took over, and it just became our team's like monster, like Frankenstein's monster. So
yes.
what we brought to the studio was not what we received at the end. It was like I recorded my parts, and this is a very normal thing that happens obviously in the industry.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Let us revel in this for a second. No more. What is... This is so good. It's part of it's
So
the
good.
way you guys did it though. Like this has really good. Yeah, you put the melody. Although I think as a missed opportunity, Lisa totally could have done that. Yep.
Yeah, wait.
I would have done it just
Where
like that.
where were you? Because we did this, but you
I know.
were
I know all these people in the crowd. I'm like, these are all my friends.
you were. Was this when you were in the UK?
Yeah, I think I was in
You were like
Scotland.
sending me like videos on stage or something or.
Yeah, I would have been there if I was in town for sure.
Yeah, so you guys did this at the Sand Dollar downtown, which is so cool because we've all played there. And so it's like really neat to see like a dope video in like our town.
The only time I've actually been on stage at the Sand Dollar was to Yarl.
What?
I Yarl. Yeah,
You're a Yarler.
I Yarled. It was for the
There was Yarling?
Was Yarling?
it was for the oh my gosh, my brain. It's because
You guys, wait. This is a great way to do this. Sick.
Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
That turned out so good.
You're so good at
I
keeping
literally,
the.
I really told my producer too. I was like, for that part, I want that Cher. Do you believe in life after love? That
Yes.
really auto tune. Like
We could argue
there's
Cher
that
is a
moment.
Yarler.
I was like, I want that. She totally is. So it was the Chris Cornell tribute, and I was Pete from Crashing Wayward was doing Hunger Strike, and they needed somebody to do the homie from Pearl Jam's vocal. So I went out and I yarled the hell out of that night.
Nice.
I don't mind stealing bread, like that whole thing. But,
Now that you know you're real well versed in what yarling is.
yarling.
You can brag about your yarl technique.
Yeah,
what a great cover, you guys. And honestly, like, this is so much more musical. So coming from classical, I never understood this whole cover band versus original thing. And it's kind of like totally dissolved thanks to YouTube and social media. And I don't think people look at it that way anymore. And to me, it's just repertoire. They're just songs. And I don't understand why it matters as much if you wrote them or not. And so I think it's great when you put your own twist on a composition like that. It's way heavier. It's super enjoyable. I like it a lot better than the original.
Yeah, you certainly paid tribute to the original and put your own spin on it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I don't know, man. It's you grew up in Vegas and you see how well covers do, and
Yeah.
if you want to do anything in this town, cover is king. And Lisa is a great example of just, if you do it right, how fast people recognize you and how you can start working your way up in the scene.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lisa's been she's a great example. She's been totally like absorbed. How long have you lived in Vegas?
I've been in Vegas, I want to say like 7 or 8 years, but really only in the music scene for like 3 or 4.
That's what I'm saying. You've sort of just been like picked up and totally absorbed into the music scene.
I just, I'm a social butterfly. So anywhere I go, I just I make friends and I network. And then I love being creative with other creative people. So bands love pulling me up on stage, just do a song. And I just kind of bring my own special brand of chaos to the stage for that one song. And, I've just, Radical West has pulled me up, and Bootylicious, I've sung with them. And
Yes.
Mach 5, all these bands around town. And even this Friday, Patrick in the LVB has a residency at Rhythm and Riffs, and he's like, come do 4 songs. I'm like, okay.
That's so exciting.
I feel like if you just, I'm such a big believer in supporting artists and going the extra mile to promote people's work, even though, even if I'm not benefiting from it, I'm like, you guys are all grinding, you're all working hard, like on social media, like I'll promote your stuff. And it always comes back, right? Like when you support people, they support you. And it's just, I found that to be such a key to you kind of moving up in this town. It's just genuinely be friends with people and be genuine about your support for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Brendan at Kenny Davidson's, I think.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's when we met, because I knew of you.
Yeah.
I just did Monday's Dark with Ken.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Okay,
the
he was
man.
doing the Monday's Dark. Oh, speaking of Monday's Dark, I wanted to segue, and I wanted to show you on Monday's Dark from 2 nights ago We're Not Gonna Take It, because it was awesome. It was super
fantastic.
awesome.
It was fantastic.
And so let's take a little bit of Lisa rocking out here in Vegas and doing this here. Yeah. I love your outfit.
Thank you. The half disco ball.
It's so excellent.
David Bowie one leg thing happening.
It's kind of like if Paul Stanley's guitar came alive.
Yes. Ooh. So funny. I was just talking about this song on my podcast and how I love the way D goes, oh, we're not gonna take it. It's not just, it's almost like it adds an extra syllable to it, but it's like he's filling his diaphragm with so much air before he does the, we're not gonna take. And I was doing that and I felt like it really helped.
It
does,
to
add power to the words. Just
sure.
Go, we're not gonna. It's awesome.
You did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
I love your hair and everything too.
Thank you.
You have such great stage presence.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Well, do you feel like you're you're being such an experienced actor that plays a huge role in
absolutely.
What you're gonna do up there.
Yeah. By the way, that whole getup, my hair and the boots and the outfit, that's my getup for my band that is yet to be announced. But like that's like the look. That's sort of like kind of representing my new band with my kind of debuting the look at
Are you announcing
Monday's
it?
Dark. I'm not announcing it right now.
That is
I'll announce it soon.
Talk about it right now.
That is.
No, I mean I can say
cool.
I can say I have my own band that I've developed, and yes, officially it is true. I do have my own band.
That is so cool.
Not gonna announce
I'll give him the name right now. It's actually,
you're not. No, you're not. No,
it's Lisa Foyles and the Fart Sniffers.
It is.
I
Oh my
can't
gosh,
fucking
Brendan.
wait.
We talked about this.
I'm so
do not
sorry.
say
I'm
the name
so
of the Fart
sorry.
Sniffers.
Oh God.
We did not get Fart Sniffer approval on this, man.
LFFS.
On your note, yeah. So when I was on Nickelodeon, all that was such a perfect marriage of television and live theater because it was sketch comedy, and we would film in front of a live audience every Friday. So some of the sketches that were too complex to do in front of a live audience, we would film on Thursday, but then Friday evening we would bring in just like a truckload of children, fill them full of sugar, and then just sit them in front of us while we did sketches. So
amazing.
Because it was a TV show and it was filmed, if you messed up a line, you could still go back and redo it, but yet it felt like theater because you had an audience and you could play to them and you could improv and, instant reaction of if a joke landed, right? Like you deliver a joke that sounded really good in rehearsal, but if the kids didn't laugh, like, hey, writers, let's have a quick powwow. Let's change this up, and then give the kids a couple different options. And once they start howling, laughing, then you're like, okay, that's the one. But yeah, I mean, it was just even from a young age, just especially when you're on a popular TV show and everybody in the audience is like a massive fan of you already. Yeah. Like you just have them in the palm of your hand.
Yes.
Like you can just look at them and like make a weird face and they just start laughing, right?
Yes,
so like I think that has contributed to me like, okay, well, I'm gonna put on a show. Like anytime I'm on stage in front of an audience, like
absolutely.
You don't want to just see like, your neighbor on stage is like being normal. I'm like, I'm gonna be insane like every time I'm on stage. But that's sure it came from that. Yeah.
But that's what we're here to do. We're putting on a show, we're giving a performance,
Totally, man. But yeah, no, I definitely think it came from the Nickelodeon days of just like, if you're gonna be on stage, man, make it a thing. Make it a show.
Make it a thing.
Yeah. I was spoiled on Nickelodeon again because they already knew me and they were already a fan of the show. They were eating out of my hand. But I got to tell you, the venues where I have to win the audience over, I like those sometimes even more because then I will go into the crowd and I will sit next to the person who's not paying attention and be like, what are you looking at on your phone? Can I watch? Are you watching Netflix? Let's watch it. I'm not going to do this next song. Let's do it together. And then I make them my friend. Like I'll go out. I like winning an audience over. It's a nice challenge for me. So yeah.
I think that's great though. Some bands are just like stand in place and execute, but I think we have a bigger job to do than that. I think we should be moving around on stage and putting on a show. And I don't want to offend Dream Theater or anything because I kind of do that. You know what I mean? But I know there is like people.
They got to count, dude. They're sitting there.
They have to concentrate. Like there's prowess, there's room for flex as the art of itself. But I do think like entertaining the audience is very important, and I think it's a huge part, and we should be doing it.
I have Dream Theater on my keys.
Oh, you do? Oh my God, that's so dope! I love Dream Theater.
It's my moment.
By the way, disclaimer. I love Dream Theater, so very good.
But Portnoy, if you could move a little bit more,
just move around, man.
Just move around on stage a little bit more.
Get a Tommy Lee.
You just sit in one spot the whole time, bro.
Get a half disco ball outfit. People will love it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start diving into some Yarlers. We're gonna dive in. So I feel like Yarl had many phases.
We're gonna take a visit to Yarl's.
We're gonna go to Yarl. Yeah. There was like early Yarl, and then peak Yarl, and then. Hey everyone, Mary Z from Voicehacks here to tell you about the website platform that I use, the software that I use to help me organize my online vocal lessons, and I've used it for years. It's called simplybook.me. If you're a music teacher and you're trying to organize your lessons online, this is a great software for you. It can help you organize all of your services and classes, even those with international students. This is my booking website, so it's a website and booking platform. I can show people my reviews. They can book their classes and services as well as their online Zoom lessons. They can look at everything in their own local time zone throughout the world. So my availability is just set and it will display for them in the local time zone. So if you're interested in this, visit simplybook.me via my link below in the description of this video, and you will get a free trial. peak Yarl and then post Yarl slash
and Yarl's Barkley.
And then Attack of the
post
Yarl.
Yarl slash corporate Yarl.
Return of the Yarl. A new Yarl.
Do you guys remember? So for anybody who doesn't know
Yarl
what
minutes.
yarling is, or if you're like a little too young to remember like this vocal technique from rock, because people are actually getting too young to know what this is. We're going to start by referencing the Mad TV parody of it.
Yes, dude.
Because it pretty much exactly shows what was happening. But this is like from 2001 or 2002, and the Yarl, the post Yarl and corporate Yarl, goes on for a little while. It goes on to like 2005, and that kind of surprised me because early Yarl, I feel like, starts around 92. So let's take a look at this and remind ourselves. This is what yarling is, if anyone doesn't know.
Did Taryn kill him? Oh my God, it's Taryn.
Where I want to be. If I go, you'll freak out. 'Cause I'm the only one you see. Hey,
Will Sasso's the best, dude.
The best. Totally the best.
It's really not far from Michael McDonald.
Oh, Michael McDonald's the OG.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The guitar player in the water is killing me too. Eddie Vedder.
Oh, they're fighting.
They have a Yarl fight.
He punched him, but then they bonded. Oh, nope, they're not.
He's gonna have to
cool
go back to Jarlsberg.
Oh!
Yeah.
So Mad TV, calls Ray Charles the original Yarler.
Okay.
I can't really say they're wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds about.
So, there's that. There's the Mad TV Yarling. I actually forgot about that band when I was looking up stuff for this video. The Calling. I get them confused with Lifehouse so much.
How hard are these singers trying to do this, and how many of them like actually sound like that, right?
Okay.
That's my question.
So when they brought out Eddie Vedder, this is exactly what is going on. I think the people who just naturally sounded like that, and I think it was really honestly just like the shape of their face and their sinuses, was Eddie Vedder and Lane Staley. And I think
Have you heard Scott Stapp talk though? He kind of talks like this a little bit.
yeah, but you know what? His singing is a lot less yarly now, and it sounds
with
really
age.
quite good. All you have to do is like push your jaw forward a little bit and not open your mouth very much, and you get.
We both started doing it.
I'm singing. But what,
Male friends on the barrel. What are you talking?
what I think is the best when you sing these Yarler songs without yarling. And the reason is because they sound much better. Like a lot of great songs. But the problem is when you do the Yarl thing, it does color it, does give it character, but it also works against your natural resonance really hard. So you think it's resonating, but it's actually doing a thing called overcovering, where it's kind of killing your resonance a little bit. So lately, I got to do a different key than those guys, even though my voice is obscenely low, So lately, it really covers my so lately. I just use some grit, and it sounds like a lot better if I don't do that.
I really think it was just like lack of maybe they didn't have a lot of vocal training.
That's what I
Absolutely.
was just gonna
They were
say.
on
Absolutely.
a ton
They're
of
covering
drugs.
it a little
They were
bit.
like, they're shooting up heroin,
yeah.
so they're sitting there. He's like, so lately.
Well, I think that guy, the guy from The Calling, is corporate Yarl, so I don't think he was doing drugs. But
Lane definitely fucking
Lane
was.
definitely
You know what
was.
you could hear the
Obviously.
heroin in his voice. Like the dude was just,
it was out of control.
yeah, it was still amazing.
And you wouldn't believe how young some of these guys are. When I was looking up Days of the New, which is So we're talking about Yarlers, worst offenders. Definitely Days of the New goes in there. But they're so fucking young. So like you said, no training, just listening to stuff, imitating stuff. They were like 17 when this stuff came out, and I just couldn't believe that.
I'm like, is that a Underworld music video? What is that?
Underworld.
Is that from that looked like what's
Kate
her face?
Beckinsale?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Days of the New.
It looks like it's like music video for the movie kind of thing.
It's music for werewolves.
I don't think so. We're gonna probably do like a verse and a chorus.
Oh.
We both
I
thought
thought
that
the
was
guy
Kate
was-
Beckinsale.
He looks like
Travis
a
Meeks?
Kate,
You
he
guys
looks
think
Kate
Travis
Beckinsale.
Meeks
looks
He's
like Kate
sitting there
Beckinsale?
looking like he's about
Dude,
to kill
it
vampires.
so does. You're 100% right.
That is incredible. So today we learned Travis Meeks looks like Kate Beckinsale. With that mustache, or? A lot of Yarl here. Full Yarl. We're at peak Yarl here.
I'm all about it.
I love this band though, a lot.
Also, it's groovy and it's heavy, and they're using acoustic instruments. And
The
it's still
only
heavy.
band to do that. Only band I've ever seen do
Drummers playing at full fucking.
Interesting.
and they're like,
Yep. Full drums
Yeah,
with all
yeah.
acoustic instruments.
Crazy.
And not an upright bass, an acoustic bass guitar. So we remember this one. So these guys couldn't get enough of the Yarl. Do you know about the Days of the New and Tantric?
No.
They're essentially like the same band. They did the acoustic instruments in Days of the New with the singer Travis Meeks, and then he was really on drugs and stuff. Everybody said he got a lot of fame fast. He's still alive. He's like a little bit older than me. He's like 46, I think. But I don't think he's done much since then. I think he kind of had a lot of substance problems. This is kind of what I read. I don't know if that's true or not. They got together with a different singer, this guy Hugo Ferreira. I'm trying to say it. It's like a Portuguese name, Ferreira. I think a lot of Americans will say like Hugo Ferreira or something, but that's not how it's spelled. They made that band Tantric.
We played a few shows with them when we were on tour with Smile Empty Soul, who also kind of Yarls too. He kind of Yarls a little bit, but it's really good.
I like that song, Bottom of the Bottle.
Also, I just want to commend you for dealing with mine and Lisa's ADHD, and you're really
Yeah, you're very
you're
brave. having
handling this
both of
podcast
us.
so well.
Oh, I can handle it.
We will derail it immediately. There's
I'm like,
so many times in your podcast where I'm like two things and I explain one thing.
You never get the
and
second one.
I don't get this.
Nope.
It's suddenly a different subject.
it's
The
totally
story of
different.
my life, though.
Yeah.
If you talk to my Zoom students, they'd be like, "Oh no, you do that all the time. You don't explain. Like you drift off, and then we go back to exercises."
Well, that's funky. I like it.
Really cool guitar playing and everything still, but they went to electric instruments with Tantric as well. They didn't keep there's some like acoustic layering in there or something, but this guy's the most Yarl.
That's awesome.
Of all the Yarlers, I think he's the most.
But he's not yarling his mouth. Maybe it's just for the music video.
Yeah, it could be, because
He's like,
the music video,
Yeah.
he doesn't really look like he's singing.
he's going, you never took the time.
Yeah, he looks like he's
but
talking.
He's like, never took
Yeah.
the time.
I would have never put that voice with that face. Like, he kind of looks like a pretty boy.
Yeah.
But he's got this, like, harsh Yarly voice.
That's Yarl Harmonies. Yarl
Wow.
That was a Yarl.
That's Yarmonies, bro.
New band name, Yarmonies.
Yarl-Mini. You can't find a reason why. But yeah, Hugo's, I would say, so like
We're the
this,
jocks picking on the nerd. Yeah.
high school in the 90s
we
was
look like
rough,
we're
man.
35.
Dude, we did. But like, dude, how is my generation the ones that we did look like we were 35 in high school and we look like we're 35 when we're 50?
What kind of magic is that?
Yeah,
did-
I'm
how did-
aging like milk. What the fuck?
What is happening, guys? So, before you check he's really into it. I know.
I'm
He's
the
got a
dad
little
with
vibrato.
the briefcase. I have a
I
suit.
know.
I work a corporate job.
Corporate dad. This guy's having problems. No one else is living this way.
Bass player's like, I've got short hair, so they don't show me a lot.
I like the drummer's braids.
But when I think like peak Yarl, it's Days of the New and Tantric for me, because this is around 1998, 1999. The trend hits like in the early 90s when everyone's copying,
Bush.
Bush,
Right, STP?
STP
Yeah.
for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I
Yeah.
ever tried to do the Yarl is when there was like a couple STP songs on, was it Rock Band?
Oh
In
yeah,
the
yeah,
old
yeah.
video
Yes.
game, and I'd
Oh,
have the
yes.
mic, and like everybody wanted to play fucking tripping the hole in the paper. What is it? Tripping a paper hole in the heart. Tripping
You
on
could-
the
you could
paper
say-
hole in your heart.
Tripping on a hole.
Tripping
in a
on a
paper.
hole in it. That's the
I
one.
don't know.
You could say any order and I just believe you.
Yeah,
Like
and
I was there and I don't know.
that's like the first time I remember like they handed me the mic and they're like, we want to do this song, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like 4 Budweisers deep, just like trying to do the whole thing.
Great
was
thing
like,
about that with Rock Band, I eventually figured out you could just make any noise, and as long
Yes.
as it was in key,
Yes.
so I just go 100%, 100%,
system.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
Dude, yes.
We're gonna
I
check
miss
out
that so much.
one
Miss
more
Rock Band.
Yarl, and this Yarl is post Yarl, what I call corporate Yarl. I feel like afterwards, like corporations were like in the early 2000s, they were like, make your voice like this so we can sell records. And I think that's where we got this band, The Calling, which was also a bunch of incredibly young guys. I mean, maybe these guys will watch the podcast again, like. These people are out there. Some of them, who, for all I know, we might know some of them. Some of them live in Vegas. I don't know. They might hit me up and be like, no, actually, we decided to Yarl all on our own. But to me, this is corporate Yarl. So
interesting.
Let's take a look at corporate. This is a song they were
Corporate makes money.
parodying on the Mad
Mm-hmm.
TV. So
I loved this song when I was 10. When did this come out?
2001.
I was 11.
You were
like Aaron
11
Carter.
in 2001.
This song understood me. This song,
I'm just trying to let it sink in that you were 11
when
in
I
2000.
when I met that random girl in the McDonald's play place, I would have gone wherever she would have gone, dude. I'm telling you, I was 11. It wasn't recent.
She share her
I was
her
11.
nuggies with you?
This guy's not 11, but
We
he is
exchanged
young.
toys.
I can't get over how young this guy is.
Yeah, it looks like
My hair also looked like that.
Blonde?
I had the lover boy haircut from the
The
90s.
butt cut?
I
The
had
bowl butt cut?
Oh yeah, the butt cut. You will go where you're
This is such a banger for real though.
down low. She's like, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm getting a tattoo for you.
She's like, for
Tattoo.
you, baby.
Rip the
Shit,
page.
that's a horrible tattoo. What a horrible tattoo.
Her dad's gonna kill
that
her.
font is ugly
Really
as
bad.
hell.
She's like, what are you doing on my roof, dude?
Oh my goodness.
Why are you singing?
He's a golden god.
Could you imagine making out with
See, this
somebody
is
in your
where I
bed and
think
somebody's
the-
like, you're like,
Where's
who's on
that
the
coming from?
fucking roof?
Is there a guy on the roof?
And they're in the bed.
My
Like they
stupid
show the
ex
sex
comes
scene
out
and
and
then the
just
guy on
sings
the
on my
roof.
roof.
And they're like, she's like, I just got your name tattooed. This guy's like, if I could.
What if the girl was
believe
actually
it,
Josh?
then
They don't tell us.
So like,
Oh, very progressive of you.
there's like
Way
a.
up high.
There's a lot of like
smash
he's
it.
doing a lot with his like tongue though. He's going like if I could, I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot to like.
We gotta watch a live video. Like, is this a music video singing? Right? Because we should watch.
Right, yeah.
Let's watch Fuel after this. Because Brett Skyens was also like he sings like softly at the camera, but he's like live, love, bleed down in my. But he's like,
All right, we need a
Right.
a live video. Should we look up Fuel live?
Yeah, I see.
And yeah, because I agree with you. Like live is where we're gonna see what's going
let's
on.
look up old school Fuel though when Brett was in the band.
Yeah, of course. Something from the OG.
Yeah.
Hemorrhage live.
Hemorrhage. Yeah.
We're gonna
all
go ahead
excited.
and hear about some. And
Congrats again to Kyle for that new band.
let's check it out.
See, totally different. He's singing
right,
almost
yep.
through his teeth like Jonathan Davis.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta close your jaw. See how he's
Yes.
opening his mouth? That actually makes it so much harder.
Almost like Kurt Cobain. Almost.
Yes. Yep.
So he's doing with his throat
Yeah.
and his teeth and nose.
And he's
Like-
going.
Yeah.
And even the guy in the audience is like, yeah.
I was just gonna say, I wish they cut to all the girls. The girls were like,
Because he's like, leave love bleeding in. But some of it, in fairness to him, is the way his mouth is shaped. What were you laughing at, the dude in
Go
the
back,
front?
go back.
Okay.
Go back. That guy was like, yeah.
know what? I didn't know people were that gaga over Fuel. Okay, here we go. I love Fuel though. Actually, I can play Shimmer on the piano.
I fucking dude, I love Fuel. Like that was also like 10-year-old Brendan was like, they get us.
That guy's insane.
That was fucking Tooth
Some
McGee
of
right
this,
there,
though,
dude.
some of
Holy
this,
shit.
I think this guy just kind of has like a wider face and kind of just does that. Some of it is the style, but some of it is just he's just doing that.
It's so cool,
It's
yeah.
just how he is. But I absolutely love Fuel. I'm actually a really big fan. I love bands like this.
Yep.
That was a lot less Yarly.
Yeah.
But all there he's
Yeah, with those front teeth, that's interesting.
That's why the studio video.
That bass player's like, I've got a backwards head.
I
Yeah.
always tell people check out live videos too because you can't hear all the layering on the studio, like the millions of layers
Oh, yeah.
and takes, you know. So anyway,
I always did I love doing the Pete Steele one, right?
yeah.
You do a left, you do a right, put a little delay on it, and then for the chorus you put a middle with the left and right.
Absolutely.
It's perfect.
That's
That's
perfect.
my favorite layering.
You guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I wish I had more time to talk to you guys, or this will go on like forever. But I think
We'll have to do it again sometime.
I think we've reached the end of our allotment here. But you know, I would love to do more with you guys. You
Yeah,
guys
we'd
are
love that.
amazing, and I'm gonna of course pimp you out all of his channels. So everybody, does Nocturnal Affair have any tours coming up that people should be aware of? Tell us about your tours.
The ones I can talk about. This November, we're going to be going out to the UK once more. I can't wait with Wednesday 13 and the Soap
Yes.
Girls. So if you
Sick.
haven't heard of the Soap Girls, they're
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool too.
Really cool.
So yeah, Wednesday 13, always fantastic to tour
Yeah.
with them.
Love him.
And Kyle isn't leaving just yet, so he'll be on that tour with us. He's one of the most professional musicians we've
Love
ever
Kyle.
worked with, and even his exit is absolutely professional. We're training somebody new, and it'll be a lot of fun. So this will be your last chance to see Kyle in the UK with the Nocturnal Affair. So definitely check
So
that out.
cool.
And then we're releasing another single. We're releasing a ballad this winter, and Lisa is in the music video. Actually, so yeah.
How exciting! Oh, I can't wait to see that. And then when does your song come out that you recorded with Fat Mike?
I am not sure when that Codef album comes out, but it's such a killer album.
Yeah.
The Codef has kind of almost created their own music genre where it's like punk, but it's got some rap and it's got some ska and it's got some like singing in Spanish and like with Mexican guitar,
Wow.
like the whole thing. Yeah, so I'm not sure when that's coming out. And it also was such an honor to be in the trilogy of the music videos for Nocturnal. If you once the
Can't
third one
wait.
is out, you're going to be able to kind of see like the through line. There's like a storyline from beginning to end, and if you kind of watch, you can see like this relationship between these two people and they're against each other, and then at the end it's emotional. It's a very, very cool story arc that they've created. And
And then she takes off the mask, and she was me the whole time.
I was you the whole time.
Lisa was
It's a
Brendan.
Fight Club- it's a Fight Club
Scooby-Dooed?
situation.
You Scooby-Dooed,
Totally.
you Scooby-Dooed the situation?
And I would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, if it
I
wasn't
don't-
for me.
Wait, what the fuck?
What? Tyler Durden?
That's pretty dark.
But if it works out, in October, the Misfits, who I am very tight with.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
Yes,
them?
yes. Mhm.
So for anybody who's not, they're this amazing, like comedic and tight cover band that plays half Smith songs and half Misfits songs, and they do some mashups of both of them.
So cool.
And it's such a genius idea because their shows attract the metalhead boyfriends and then who listen to Misfits and their
Yeah.
girlfriends
And the
who
guys'
listen to the
girlfriends.
Smiths.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
of
girls go
course.
crazy for the Smith songs and the guys go crazy for the Misfit songs. But every time they come through town, they pull me up on stage to do some songs with them. And they asked me and my new band to open up for them at Dive Bar on October 17th.
exciting.
But
I'll
I
be
need
there.
a
I'll be
bass
there.
player, and I'm
Hey.
trying to convince Brendan to play the show with me.
Oh my God,
Play the show.
that sounds great.
Let's
do it.
do it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's lock
Do
it
it,
in.
my
I
friend.
also forgot to mention we have a local show December 12th.
Yes.
Promote the local show,
All
yes.
right, so Vegas people, get out to Vegas and come see both of these guys. In the UK, get out and see Brendan. Subscribe to the Temperamental Podcast.
Yes.
Follow Lisa and follow Brendan and the Nocturnal Affair and all their projects and everything so that you know when it's coming out. You know what it is. Check out all their stuff. Thank you guys so much. I cannot thank you enough.
No, thank you.
Thank
it's
you.
the pleasure. The pleasure is ours. Thank you. For
I really
having us.
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
And a merry Yarl to you.
Yarl-Adjacent.